Hey everybody, welcome to the Wellness Garden Tool Shed. My name is Leah and I will be reading the cards, the 10 card spread for the energy of this week. I also wanted to touch on a little bit of a subject of manifesting because I want to go in another direction where you can learn how to manifest for yourself. And I've been trying some new techniques, and I've been quite the manifester in my world for quite some time. In fact, we are all manifestors, whether we realize we're doing it and we're doing it on purpose or not. So, for right now, we're going to do the cards, but this might give us a little bit of insight on what we want to manifest this week and then maybe how to manifest this week. Okay, so what's on everybody's mind? This is a collective reading, and this is going to help guide you through the week, or it gives you insight. So you can either take the insight and know that this energy, if it keeps going the way that it's going, this will be certain outcomes. Or do we need to maybe tweak some of the energy so we can get exactly what we want? Okay, so how this works is a Celtic cross spread, and as I'm kind of shuffling these, don't forget to like and subscribe so you can see videos like this and learn how maybe you can read your own tarot cards, your own energy, and learn how to manifest the life that you actually really want. Okay, first card is Empress. Okay, this is how energy works. What do you want to see? Do you want more abundance in your life? Are you creating something? Do you have a baby project? Do you have a baby on the way? Regardless of what this is exciting. This is what we want to focus on. We want to focus on our own abundance, what we can create. And creativity is basically what we all are happiest when we're doing. So that just goes right along with manifesting. Okay, so let's see what this energy that we need, or something that's blocking us that we need to kind of put in check. Okay, so this is this card, the moon. Okay, so the energy we need to have when we're creating something new and we want to do something new, we have to face our fears. The moon card is about facing fears. It's also about using your intuition, which this Empress card is very feminine. The moon is very feminine, and maybe we're not listening to our gut. Maybe we have a little bit of fear when it's something we want to do. Maybe we think it's too big. Empress, go big. Go big or go home. You can do this, but yes, when we're trying something new, there's going to be some fear, okay? Anytime you do something new, it feels awkward, it could be scary, but this right here, the energy we need to use for your new project, your new creativity, for your new abundance, for your manifesting abilities is face your fears. You got to face your fears. Nothing's going to get done if you stay in that comfort zone, okay? Um, you won't grow. Growing pains is real, okay? And when you want to grow, it pushes you out of your comfort zone. So there you go. What is the foundation or the root for all this? Unity. So this is probably finding your tribe. Maybe that's what it's also one of those things you got to get going, or you want to think a little differently. You want to get around people who are a little bit more like-minded like you, and that's what's helping you actually create this. So if there is a new venture that you want to get started, then it would behoove you to find people in that position who has done it before, and you can learn from them and get close with them, and then you're building your community in this process. Gee, you think my energy's on this? I do. All right, what have we learned in the past? This is the next card. This will help us for the energy flowing for this week. Five of water. Okay, so what have we learned from the past? Okay, when we're uncomfortable, when we get pushed out of our comfort zone, things look kind of dreary. It's hard to kind of find the silver lining. And I can tell you with my experience that is happening right now, that I've mentioned in previous videos, with my investor being, indicted for a Ponzi scheme, which it's a Ponzi-like scheme. I still think there's more to the story, but this card right here, when there's a massive disappointment, that leads to you to try something new. Because if one way wasn't working for you from before, this card is one of those things that, yeah, there's disappointment. Don't cry over spilt milk. Let's pick up your bootstraps and put your big girl panties on, and let's try something new. So we've done this before, and I know I've done this before when I want to manifest and I'm really in that growing thing is really when I get tired of something that's not working for me. And so then I have to take control, which forces me to embrace this new idea, this new empress, this new creativity, this new abundance because I got a little stagnant. So this message is for all y'all that do want something a little bit better. You've lost your way maybe, or you kind of got complacent and now things are maybe going to be out of your control. So now this is the opportunity to take control of your life, basically. That's what this reading is about, and that's what this energy is about. Um, let's see what this card is for the higher good. Higher good is the sun. Oh yes, see, all this stuff is going to make you happier. You have the bright idea. We are going through a major shift and really trying to find our community to really find that abundance, whether it's financially, love, things, a garden, or just abundance and peace. And we have to create that stuff for ourselves. Nobody's going to do it because it comes from within you, each of us, all of us. So this is a really good reading. And I have to say, being down in LA, it was really kind of sad because my son lived in not such a good neighborhood. And it's MacArthur Park down in LA, and it's in downtown. And it's so sad because everybody does kind of live in poverty and there's a lot of drugs, and when that's all you see and surround yourself with, that can bring you down. And I feel bad because maybe if you're born into that, you don't know there's another way. I would encourage you to look outside, just look outside your personal space, because demographics and zip code really does make a difference in how it shapes you. And so this is why finding a community that wants more or is focused on more and more abundance instead of poverty stricken, that's the only way that's going to help you. And I was just like, man, if I could just help somebody see that who maybe needs to get unstuck, because I came from an area that was not that great of a neighborhood and where there was a lot of scarcity mentality, and you have to break some patterns, and you know what, it's not easy and it is hard. You have to do the work. Okay, so what's the card that is in our near future? For fire. Celebration. Oh man, this is the party. This is the coming together. This is probably a wedding too. But this is the people that are coming together and celebrating that, there's happiness, contentment, abundance, all of these things when you follow this energy. And yes, the disappointment that we've experienced in life actually has motivated the change in you. And so this is the silver lining in every cloud, okay? So we've been through some really low times before, and we gotten out of them. And if you haven't, follow the people that have. Find the people that have done what you've done want to do before to help you move in that direction. And it's just so funny how the energy works, because my energy's all over this, because this is exactly the idea I was thinking. Like, I kind of want to metamorphose into more of manifesting and really teaching people how to do it for themselves. You don't necessarily need somebody else to do it for you. In fact, you have to do it for yourself, because everything you want and everything you think is outside of yourself really is inside of yourself. You are quite capable, and we're just not aware of our true power most of the time. Okay, so what is your power? This is the card right here, is your superpower to make this all possible. Page of Earth. Page of Earth. This is going back to school. This is learning more. Look at scholarly, dependable, patient, successful. All of these things. This can be an inheritance. All of this is your superpower. So I would encourage you to learn. Take a course. I'm coming up with my course soon, the Inner Queens course, and that kind of is how to unlock your abilities that you possess and just realize and awaken them, because it's so true. It is so true. And I really hope I hope I'm really hitting this home, because just think, if people were happy, how much better the life would be, right? Wouldn't it be great? So what are the outside influences that can help this new venture of your journey to abundance. The page of air. Okay, so the page of air is okay. So the truth, the stone cold truth of all of this. This is logical, honest, impulsive, curious. Okay, so sometimes when we get this page right here, this page of air, this one is about sometimes hearing things you don't want to hear, and a lot here. This could be some news that we might not have wanted to hear. Again, this is that blunt indigo. It's usually something we needed to hear that is influencing this whole reading. So I would assume this has something to do with the disappointment. We got news that maybe we now need to be in control of our own finances, our own abundance, our own happiness, our own welfare, the whole 9 yards. And sometimes we don't like the fact that we have to hear about it and that we're in control. So that is what is influencing this. And it's kind of the blunt way of saying, hey, you want something in your life? Quit waiting for everybody else to do it. It's time for you to do it. So maybe it's this video, right? But this is what is pushing you in the right direction, and there's nothing wrong with that. I just threw some cards. Let's see. Let's see what just fell on the floor. It was only one. King of Air. Okay, so we got to get logical about this and have steps that can work, because as much as I love manifesting, love the law of attraction and energy situation, we do have to put some action towards it. And this is getting those things organized and learning how to be a leader so that you can actually do this stuff. So there are structures that are supposed to be implemented in your success too. So we have the law of attraction, the law of action equals results. And it all starts with your thoughts, beliefs, and feelings. So, all right, and what is the outcome of this? What can we see on the horizon? Page of Fire. Oh yeah, good news is all coming at you. This is the exciting new adventure, and it literally says on the card, news of an exciting new endeavor. Use your originality and your ingenuity. So I feel like everyone is kind of in this weird space that they're kind of excited about creating something new. Maybe you're not really sure how to go about it yet, so there's a little bit of fear that might be hindering you, but you are encouraged to face your fears. How do we do that? Find your community. Community and people who have gone through what you've gone through can help you kind of validate what you probably are already thinking already. Like, you know how you just know things sometimes, but yet you don't know the science behind it. You know there's more to this life. You haven't seen it maybe in your own neighborhood, but you know there's more. So you want to go to those people who have more and learn. Believe me, when you talk to people, people love talking about themselves and they love to share their experiences. I'm one of them, okay? And I talk to people all day long being a hairdresser. So that is how I learned how to break a lot of molds and a lot of patterns, by learning what other people do. And this is about finding your community. Yes, we've had disappointment in our life. You do not get to go through this world of duality without having some ups and downs. But this is what forces us to change. It's not usually when we're happy and complacent. It's when something's not going right, and then it's like, dang, I got to do something about this. I don't like this anymore. So this is one of these things. We've been through it. We've come out of it too. So this is what's kind of forcing this whole situation to even happen, because you have a great idea. There is a light at the end of the tunnel for the higher good when we are creating for ourselves and taking responsibility for ourselves and not rely on like say the government for finances or whatever the case is, because the government right now is a kind of a mess. But this will lead you to such a better place. Okay, when you it's creating your own empowerment. This idea that, or this creative endeavor that you have going, it's going to work out. This is success, because when we start feeling better and thinking better, it starts to radiate. Okay, I mean, right now the world is crazy. The news is super negative. And we're seeing a lot of earthquakes. We're seeing a lot of flooding. We're seeing disasters. You don't think that energy might have something to do with it? I don't know. I mean, there's other stuff as well, but I do think that's part of it. Maybe not the whole thing, but part of it, right? And then All of this is going to lead to our own personal contentment, our own abundance. And literally it says contentment, peace, and abundance. Happy home life. The successful completion of a project. This is promising. All of this is promising. We have the minor cards that are saying it, and we have the major arcana cards saying this. And that means we have a big theme here. Like all of this craziness that all this disappointment and things not turning out the way you thought they were going to be is leading for our own personal power, our own personal abundance, our own stuff, right? We're learning how to take control. Your superpower right now is getting curious. Get curious as to why things are happening. Try to see the lesson. Try to get out of, if you have something negative going on in your world at this moment, like this disappointment, but get curious on what are the lessons, what are the opportunities here. Okay, so this card is all about learning. It's all about success. It's all about abundance and money, and literally, and it's a little patience, but it says good news about financial matters, because I do think that's what's really on everybody's mind. Wanting to do something more challenging, creating your own little endeavor with that Empress card, a new area of study. So we're learning as we go, but it's going to provide financial success. And the finances, for, at least for me, it does bring a sense of security to pay your bills, so it's less stressful. Do I think money's going to make my life happier? No. You have to be happier already inside. It just makes things a little easier. And if we had a choice to be happy and rich, or sad and rich, or happy and poor, sad and poor, I think I would take, happy and rich. I don't think we have to have or. We can have it all, okay? Let's be happy and rich, not happy or rich. How about that? Okay? And then, yeah, sometimes you're going to have to deal with some hardcore truths. And, maybe somebody blunt, like, is telling you if you want something good in your life, you probably have to do it yourself. It's a little blunt, but that's okay. Okay? And the negative news, that's this bad news card right here, is forcing us to do something better. Okay? This is all very positive. And, you can be the leader of your endeavor. You can do all that, but you got to get logical. You have to have organizational skills. Again, if you don't have that, find your tribe to help you with that kind of thing. And then make a plan so that you can execute it. Because this is the king right here, man. The king. And again, you're going to be happy about this because it's something you are passionate about, and it's going to bring a different kind of contentment that you haven't experienced in a while. And this is great news. All of this is actually turning anything negative that's going on in your world right now. Those disappointments all have silver linings. They all have lessons to learn. And if you can learn from it and then change and get excited about this new abundance, this empress, lavish abundance, give birth to your dreams. Give birth to your dreams. Because this life, I do believe we live more than one life, but we don't remember it, okay? So make this one count. Make this one count. There's always opportunities. Even if you come from a place that's just poverty stricken, try to see what you can do. Try to learn from somebody who has more, because there are other ways. And it doesn't take much. There are so many free resources out there that use them. Use them. There's so many things. There's affirmations, because it all, like, I'm reading this book right now, The Millionaire Mindset. Or Millionaire Mind, or something like that. Anyway, it's something that's just reiterating things that I've learned in the past, but you kind of forget because you get stuck in your everyday life and you forget about things. But it takes that disappointment to trigger and fire up. Hey, I got to do something again because I've done it in the past, but now I got to get back on the horse. So there's just so much information out there, because you have to clean up your inner world first, and then it will show on your outer world, because it's all connected. All right, with that, I hope you have a great week, and I will leave some links below to my website where you can go sign up for the newsletter and go see a blog and all that kind of stuff, because right now too, we are in kind of a pivotal point right now when it comes to AI technology, and there's a lot of fake stuff and deep fake stuff, and it's only going to get better. So this is an opportunity to really find the things that are really um, that you connect with, that actually has a personal touch to it, because you will be able to tell the difference on that for sure. All right, with that, don't forget to like and subscribe. I hope you have a great week, and I hope whatever project you're working on is going to blossom. Keep that momentum going, because you have the power. Have a great day.